Hello, hello, hello. I want to do an introspection meditation. I want people to sit down on the couch with a straight back, with the spinal cord in the back, all the way leaned out, not hanging forward, okay, but leaned out, like in a curve out as much as you can, like this. Double chin, okay, like this, and do some yoga exercises like this. Roll the spinal cord over and feel the spinal cord, how it wants to stretch. It doesn't want to be hanging over, like in a defeated body posture. It wants to feel empowered, okay? Empowered spinal cord. Let's do it. Lean it back, the neck. Okay, I see that in a lot of people. I've been observing this since I'm a child. I've been observing people with bad body postures, and that's not good. Lots of unempowered people in Germany and here. So, breathe in. All the way through the belly, the way it feels like you're breathing through the belly and the abdomen and through the tip of your lungs, all the way up. Those people who are sick, you can allow yourself to cough, of course, but then continue this exercise anyway, because it will help. Breathe in. You hold your breath for a few seconds, and then you breathe gradually out again. And then keep doing this for about an hour, if you can. Okay, you have time now. You can do this every day for an hour, or maybe twice a day. That would be even better. Just observe your breathing. Don't do anything else. Just sit there, relax the shoulders. Or if they're tense, don't worry if they're tense, then shake them. Or you don't have to be sitting completely rigid, but make sure that the spinal cord is straight and upright, and even the neck a little bit pushed out instead of forward. And keep breathing and pay attention to the posture. Gradually breathe out. Keep breathing like this. Just observe. It doesn't matter what thoughts come up. Don't run away from the thoughts this time. Okay. Don't do anything. Don't distract yourself. Don't listen to any radio or other stuff. So if there's noises in the background, just tune it out, and just observe the room, sounds, the environment, sounds from outside, birds. Just observe what's going on. Just listen to it without labeling it, without trying to understand it. If there's a UFO coming, don't label that. So whatever is there, a witch on a broom passing by silently in the sky. It's like, oh, a witch on the broom. Okay, whatever. I'm just gonna do my meditation. So that's because we get distracted. Most people have ADHD. It also has to do with anxiety, hyper nervous system, excitement, and overstimulation. out of anxiety. It's like a permanent anxiety and stress, psychological stress. Okay, that's the worst thing there is. That's the worst thing there is for the immune system. So we need to become consciously aware about this. Very, very important. Just breathe. Don't judge anything. Don't judge yourself. Don't judge your thoughts. You have mercy on yourself, because most people are under enormous stress, always have been. So now with this situation, there's even more stress, of course, more worries, about the future. What if this, what if that, what if that happens? Myself included, I'm worried about the animals. I'm worried about the innocent beings that have to suffer from this situation that was brought on by the meat industry, by the meat markets, by this never-ending chain of meat pellets feeding animals, and particularly vegan animals. I don't think bats eat meat. There is one type of bat I think in South America, that is the vampire bat, but they don't eat carcasses, they don't eat meat. And the bats, they were breeding in Wuhan, China. Those are not vampire bats. I believe those are vegan animals, and they were feeding them. I bet they were feeding them all kinds of crap. Animal protein sludge, from carcasses, from roadkill, all kinds of things that end up in rendering plants. That they're doing this because they figure, why let all the protein go to waste? They'll render it, they will recycle it into pellets, and then they feed that to vegan animals, including cows. That's how horrific this is, okay? That's why in 2003 or 2000, I don't remember now exactly, I think maybe it was 2004, they were feeding cows carcass materials that had, because they have always been doing this, and then at some point dangerous protein developed out of that, because that causes a mutation in the protein molecules, and then there's some protein molecules that develop out of this that don't even have a cell, or they're just protein molecules, okay? And then some bad combination can come out of this. It's like just playing with fire. It's like, it's much worse actually. It's like just playing with random molecular combinations. It happens because of feeding meat to vegan animals. So that's a result out of that. Okay, it's really, really, really awful. So, and then, we'll see the consequences from that. Prion protein, Creutzfeldt, Jakob, disease, those kind of things. And the mad cow disease, spongiform encephalitis, prion proteins, RNA, viruses, all kinds of things can come out of this, and they can do terrible things in an animal body, okay, or human. They can latch themselves onto other cells, and They can cause terrible things, and they can cause mutations there, and they can cause cell death, and they can cause terrible lung damage, and the list goes on. There's no telling what they can all do. So that's why I am making these videos, because I'm very concerned. So everyone is concerned about something. But most people are concerned about their own personal lives, and then there's a few people that are concerned about others, about all the beings, the animals, the innocent beings, innocent pigs, and the list goes on and on and on. Dogs, cows, horses, innocent humans. Human baby just died, was on the news. Paul told me about that, from the virus. Made me cry. I cry about all the innocent beings every day. So I let myself feel this. Whatever comes up, let yourself feel it. So Jiddu Krishnamurti said, if we don't run away from the fear anymore, if we don't cover it up anymore, if we don't run away from the pain anymore, then we don't have to combat our current, whatever, mental illness, condition, thoughts, fears. We don't have to view it as an enemy. Okay? We don't have to say, I need to overcome something. No. That's another dualistic view. That doesn't go anywhere. Whatever you feel, whatever fear, whatever emotions come up, jealousy, that's a common theme in humans. No one wants to talk about it. It's not an enemy. It just is. It happens. Feel it. Allow it. Allow how that feels. The fear of the future, the fear of dying, fear of suffering. Allow it. It is there. The fear of the fear, I've had that a lot in my life. Fear of fear. Then it just totally takes off. Then it takes on a life on its own, and then it becomes panic. I had a panic attack in 2012 because everyone was talking about Armageddon. Even though I was extremely skeptical, or I thought I was, so in the back of my head it was still working at it. So it was working on my unconscious thoughts in the back of my head, in terms of fear of the future, of this uncertainty and all of this. That was a bad year, 2012. Unimaginable horror was happening, and torture of animals, and just endless animal cruelty cases. And at some point in October, it made me snap. I actually heard something snap in my brain, and then I just, instead of going to the psychiatrist, which I would have done in the past, which I have done in the past, my dad told me to do it. I said, no, I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to go that route again. Instead of that, I drank Purus Japonica and listened to Jiddu Krishnamurti every single day, all day long. Half a year later, I was well. And then I kept doing this, okay? And this is what I want people to do. If I can do it, everyone can do it. We can heal ourselves from anything. From anything. Okay? You guys take care.